Bikes for Baghdad is a group of guys that come over here to the Middle East to perform BMX shows for the armed services over here. They believe that if they can bring a little bit of home and a little bit of fun, familiarity, that they can help them get through their time out here in the desert, even if it's just for a few hours, for a couple nights. It really helps them to forget, how far away they are from their families and that they're just out here in the middle of the desert protecting our freedom.
My name is Major Taroni. I'm flying out here in Southwest Asia, flying the U-2.
How's it going? Lieutenant Zach Bradford, flying Global Hawks down here in Southwest Asia. Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's at the end of the day, it's kind of one team, one fight. We're all Americans, and just getting to interact with them on a personal basis like that, them showing their support for us, it really means a lot. So we really appreciate it.
You guys come out here and do these shows. It brings a little bit of home out here. The guys out here doing the mission every day kind of lose sight of things back home. Having the support when you guys come out here just brings it back.
Bikes Over Baghdad started 7 or 8 years ago. My band had been asked to come over and play a few years earlier. To make a long story short, we started sending other entertainment over, other bands, and just every time they came over, I kept thinking, look at the troops. They're like mostly male, adrenaline junkies. I was like, this is perfect for action sports. We need to do something.
Kagy is an old school Nitro guy. I mean, he's been around before the tours even started, but he was on the first tour and did one of the biggest tricks anyone's ever done, the transfer from the gigantic ramp to the FMX lander. And when he reached out to us and said, hey, can you guys help us out a little bit with Bikes Over Baghdad, we thought there's no way we can't do this. We had to help out. How can we not give just a little bit back to the men and women of the armed services who basically give the ultimate sacrifice for us?
I think the first thing to talk about is the similarity between the troops and Bikes Over Baghdad and why it works so well. I mean, these are all guys that are kind of like to look fear in the face. They like challenges. They like going where nobody else has gone. They like pushing the limits. I mean, it's very much the same with Nitro Circus. You've got guys that are pushing the limits on a daily basis and trying to raise the bar and do things that people probably thought were impossible a few years earlier. And I think that's a certain breed of people. It's not only an amazing show, but they get to have a connection with some of their heroes that they just never would have had otherwise, and I think that's something that just sticks with them for a long time.
Doing the same thing every single day gets repetitive and monotonous. We come out here to do these shows to kind of it's a morale boost, but it also makes it so that they, feel like something fresh has happened, something new's going on.
It's probably one of the most tangible aspects of giving these guys a chance to get a break away from their daily duties and just get a taste of home.
There's connections that are made that go beyond just this night.
From the very first show we did in Baghdad, we had one of the troops come through and thank us for making her forget she was in a desert for 2 hours. And we all looked at each other and went, I don't care where this takes us, we're gonna keep doing these.
The reality is, these guys come back every year because I believe that they're doing it for the right reasons. It's genuine, it's not fake, people can tell.
Bikes Over Baghdad to me has been the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my professional BMX career. There can be, X Games medals, there can be magazine covers, there can be video parts, and while all that's great and it's fun, nothing has been as rewarding as this.
It's like no matter what I tell anybody, they'll never understand what the true meaning is for this trip for me.
Once you can come over and really give everything you have and see people's lives change and see them happy and see them walk away with energy they didn't have when they showed up, it makes you want to do that every day. And I truly believe that something as simple as Bikes Over Baghdad changes a lot of lives when you come out here.
And I go way